Good morning and welcome back to Acknowledge Your Masterpiece. My name is Nashima McKinnon, but you know me as Nash, and I am here to deliver A.Y.M 19.21. Last week, I did my first audiobook, and it was a little more than I thought it was going to be. As in, it was a 7-hour long book. So, I'm used to just, reading for maybe like 2 or 3 hours here or there. But listening to someone talk, for a long period of time, it's kind of hard. There's so many distractions that, baby talking to you, son talking to you, wife talking to you, where you want to get away and just, kind of go and hide and, just block out all the noise, but you can't really do all that all the time. So it was really challenging for me to focus on, doing an audiobook. So I don't think this is my cup of tea, but I'll give it one more try. If I have a change of mentality next week, then maybe, I'll go back to it. But, I doubt it. I kind of like just let my eyes do, work more than my ears. But, I read the book called The Power of Now. Very interesting book. As well as in the Bible, 1 Kings. And this week I'll be reading, like I said, I'm listening to another audiobook. It's called Own Your Everyday. And that's by Jordan Lee Dooley. And I'll also be going back to the New Testament, and I'll be reading the book of Philippians by author Paul. So, like I said, if you want to join me, anytime you want to join reading, or, you need a new book or a new idea on what to read, then hey, I'm going to throw them out every week. So, as you might know already, I'm pretty sure you know, today's Memorial Day. It's a day to honor those who served and gave their life during their service. And I know for me, this is a very special day to think about, important people in my life, because when I did serve for 6 years in the Air Force, I had 2 people while I was serving, that passed away, and one female that I was serving when she passed away after I got out after my last year, which is back in 2013. She passed away in 2014, but it was David Horney. Who was my first fire team leader. He was the first guy that showed me around the base, showed me to the clubs, showed me the hangout spots. He was a character, a great personality. Just loved to have a good time, and he was just a normal guy. And his death was so tragic. And I think about him, of course, this day usually, but other days when I think about my time in the military. And like I said, I don't like to reflect on, death, but I do, when I do think about him, it does bring a smile to my face, because his life, was so, great during the time that he lived, because he just lived to the fullest, he just lived his life to the fullest, and I appreciate that, because like I said, when I first got in the military, I was scared of war, scared of, guns, because I wasn't a person who really dealt with guns a lot. And then my first job as a cop was like, man, this is not what I want to do. So, but he showed me the ropes and, kind of helped me to see, it's not as bad as it seems when you go overseas, and said he was a very inspirational person, in the military for me. And another was Chad Rice. He was one of the boys, one of the guys I hung out with all the time. We're going to, house parties and, just hanging out, just playing sports together, playing flag football. He's very athletic, very intellectual as well. And he loved his kid, his daughter, and he was a good guy, and his death was tragic as well. And I try not to think about, like I said, anybody's death, but I do like to think about the life that they lived, when they was alive. And he was another guy that I knew that lived life to the fullest as much as he could. He was always having a good time. He had a great personality as well. And, I just want to honor him today. And the last, definitely not the least, Dejan Gators, DJ. She was one of the new troops, when I was a sergeant, and she was not under me specifically, but, she was, part of my flight. And she was a character. She was so funny, charming, sweet girl, loved to have fun, loved to, make people laugh. And, she was so encouraging to me, because, when you see new people come in, you know that they might be a little scared of, Of course, the military and, the newness of what we did was going overseas, and like they kind of afraid, like, I don't want to go to Iraq, Afghanistan, but when they actually go over there and they see what it's like, it kind of changed the perception, of course. But she passed away, of course, tragically, and these three people to me, like I said, were very important to me, and I just want to honor them because I served with them personally, and I knew them on a very personal level, outside of just work. We had fun together, had a couple of drinks together, shared a lot of memories together. And shout out to all three of them for this day and their families. I pray that their families are, still encouraged and comforted during this time. I know it's been over 7 or 6 years for some, 7 years for others. But, no matter how long it's been, when someone in your family, someone close to you passes away, you don't forget about it. It's something you have to deal with, for the rest of your life. And for me, it's tough. I don't like to think about death. I just like to think about, the life they lived when they was alive. And just imagine, what we'd be doing if they were still alive, so. But that is that. So today, like I said, after you take some time to reflect on the lives of those, who lost their lives while serving in the military, make sure you honor them by refocusing on the best life you can have today. All we have is right now. Well, what we can do right now is meaningful. You can make a difference. I talk every week about, your masterpiece and you being God's masterpiece, and, you being able to do great works. But ultimately, it's up to you to do it. You have to believe in yourself. I believe in myself. That's why I'm doing this video. And I hope that, you believe in yourself, because you have what it takes, to make a difference in this world, to encourage, to inspire, to uplift someone, in whatever way God has, gave you the talents and the abilities and the gifts to do it. Use what you have. Don't search for someone else's gift or someone else's ability. Just use what you have, And like I said, whether, whatever you do today, whether you spend time with your family, your friends, you bounce from restaurant to restaurant for free meals if you're military, or, you're working overtime today, because some people got to work today. If you're working overtime to make some money, that's good. Or you're just relaxing at the house, which I'll probably be doing today. Whatever you do, enjoy this moment as if it were your last. Because tomorrow's not promised. Like I said, all you have is now. There is no tomorrow right now. All it is now. So just focus on what you can do today to make a difference, to help someone, to show someone love, to be a blessing. Be that masterpiece you were created to be. That's all I got for you today. A.Y.M 19.21. Just reflect and refocus. Refocus on being the best you can today. The masterpiece you were created to be by God. Thank you for watching this video. I love you. God loves you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy them good meals on me and the rest of the people who serve. And also, I hope to see you next week. God bless. Thanks.